Hi, my name is Sonja Sapach. I'm a PhD candidate in Sociology and Humanities Computing here at the University of Alberta. For this conference, I wanted to share the following compilation of Let's Plays that were recorded while I sat and thought about how post-truth related to my own life and attempted to understand the concept of post-truth through my experiences. So I hope you take out of it what you will. It's not very heavily theory-driven, but hopefully it's interesting and gives you something to think about. So that I was living my life in a state of terror. And I never learned how to manage it or overcome it. You know, when you're afraid, a relief from constant fear feels good. And I think that my happiness was that. Because emotion was my enemy. Emotion was scary. My emotions got me into trouble. Crying at night when I was afraid was a bad thing to do. I turned to strict logic because emotion was too frightening. Science and logic didn't keep me safe, but it did because it helped me manage my fear. But still, all I felt was fear and then sort of a relief from fear. But not an identity, not a sense of joy or happiness or meaning or personal acceptance. I just felt comfort in facts. So as I hid behind the science, I was still bullied. I still felt terrible. I still wanted to end my life. The facts gave me information, and they gave me something to hold on to, something secure, something that seemed real and predictable. Using facts as things to hold on to, but they didn't give me the humanity that I wanted. They didn't give me a feeling of being a person. Video games were the thing that gave me a sense of personality. Azeroth, it's a world that has defined parts of who I am. Games in general gave me a sense of being a person, of having emotion, of having the things that I couldn't find in science or fact. I think video games give us a chance to play with being the lord of a castle who gets to make all the decisions. My game playing is my post-truth existence. So for me, Azeroth is a post-truth world. It's not real. It's based on emotion and reaction, and you know, you get excited in a game, or you get concerned, or you get attached to your character or other characters. You get attached to the world, or to the maps, or just to the process. It makes me feel real. People have been scared for too long. People have been trying to sort through facts and find comfort in them for so long, and it's failed. It's failed to be helpful. It's failed to protect people. This quest for facts. If we live in a postmodern world where there is no real narrative to grab onto, where there's really no cohesion, then facts don't help as much as emotion and the need to feel passionate about something. We are living in a world where there's comfort found in this sort of fantasy. I find it in games, others find it in spreading false news, in believing fake stories, in sort of the reality TV style news that we experience. Post-truth deals with a need to return to relying on emotions, relying on identifying with groups. The sort of individual analytical science focus has failed people. And so now we're living instead in a world where people need to be emotionally stimulated. People need to have something to attach to. And post-truth politics and post-truth in general, I think, allows for that to happen. Ultimately, my argument is that society's focused on post-truth is really a symptom of ongoing trauma, social trauma, large-scale trauma. People need to experience a post-truth environment where emotion and passion drives them to feel more connected, to feel more real. Our world is confusing, traumatic, scary, a lot of things I experienced as a child, and so I can see why post-truth is happening. I can see why this is happening the way it is. So, thank you.